Good morning. This is Neil's on Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be kind, helpful, and grateful because it's better than being a jerk. Buy some silver and some platinum and some crystallized osmium because platinum is well worth it. It's like you can buy platinum for less than it costs to mint a coin. A 1 ounce coin, you can get a piece of platinum, 1 ounce platinum for. Great deal. So is crystallized osmium. You need to look into it. But that's not what this is about. This is about me turning off the fan so there's no background noise. And jumping into the middle of a story from, who is that? The New Tourist. It is it's about maybe about 10 minutes ago. Burkina Faso just introduced a new currency alongside other African states. Well, I wonder what that's going to do to BRICS. I mean, yeah, it affects the U.S. dollar, and yeah, U.S. dollar's hateful, we're mean, we're Satan, blah, 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 blah. But what about the other side of the coin? How does this affect BRICS? We're fixing to find out how big of a GDP 3 countries can be when they want to start their own currency. Hey, that rhymed. And has nothing to do with the US dollar or BRICS. Taking power from South Africa that's got no power for 50% of the day in their country. That's why they're going bankrupt. But they're supposed to represent all of Africa when they can't even hold their own country together. That's a catastrophe waiting to be, well, it's unfolding now. It's just no one's reporting it, except for me and the people that I get my news from. So South Africa is like DOA. They're gone. I mean, Russia's building nuclear power plants for Burkina Faso when their ally in BRICS needs power, but they're controlled by China, and China doesn't want to build no nuclear power plants down there. Sounds like China's really nasty, evil, but not compared to the, oh my God, evil America. Yeah, whatever. Get back on the patriotism act, baby, because America is the greatest thing out there comparatively to everything else. Here's the story, by the way. Enough of my rant.
However, a new alliance has been formed to revive the push for African monetary sovereignty. 3 neighboring nations have decided to join forces to form the Alliance of Sahel States. This alliance was initially formed in September 2023 as the Liptako Warma Authority.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back. I want you guys to hear this.
Is to form the Alliance of Sahel States, formed to revive the push for African monetary.
Boom. They are reviving the push for African monetary sovereignty. South Africa's not doing that. South Africa joined BRICS. And that's totally the other side of the coin for what Africa wants. Like I said, there's a crash coming on the road ahead. Put on your seatbelts because Africa and South Africa are fixing to fight for monetary control of Africa, for which South Africa is under the thumb of China. But let's get back to the story.
Sovereignty. 3 neighboring nations have decided to join forces to form the Alliance of Sahel States. This alliance was initially formed in September 2023 as the Liptako Warma Authority, a defense pact allowing Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to combine their military forces against the escalating threat of jihadist rebel groups plaguing the tri-border region. However, the leader, President Ibrahim Traoré, soon revealed grander ambitions, evolving the alliance into a full-fledged political, economic, and monetary union to counter the French neocolonial influence embodied by the ECOWAS bloc. The leaders of these countries, including President Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, have made clear their intention to break away from all forms of neocolonial by former Western powers like France. A core goal is liberating their economies from the CFA franc currency system. These 3 nations have already dealt major blows.
Now they're going to liberate themselves from the franc colonial system, but not one mention of them even thinking about joining BRICS. Not one.
To French influence in their lands. They collectively withdrew from the Economic Community of West African States regional bloc in late 2023, seen as overly dominated by France and its allies. Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso aimed to decisively cut economic, monetary, and political ties with their former colonial master by forming an alternative alliance. Abandoning the CFA in favor of a new common currency is the next crucial step in this quest for full independence and sovereignty. The intentions of the alliance became crystal clear in early 2024. Leaders came out forcefully declaring plans to scrap the CFA franc currency. Burkina Faso's President Ibrahim Traore fired the first salvo in a February interview. "Everything we've done has surprised you, hasn't it?" he said. "More changes might still surprise you. And it's not just about currency. We will break all ties that keep us in slavery." Days later, General Abdourahmane Chiani of Niger.
Does that sound like he wants to join a group or a coalition of a BRICS nations if they want their own sovereignty? Oh my God, I would say not.
Echoed Traore's defiant stance. "Currency is a sign of sovereignty," Chiani stated bluntly.
Boom. Oh my God, the African nations realize that. Currency is sovereignty for a nation. Currency is sovereignty for a nation. You give up your currency, you give up your sovereignty. Where do you think BTC is going to be once these intelligent first world countries put together that BTC is trying to steal the currency, i.e. sovereignty of nations? Oh my God, good luck with that. It ain't going to be a currency. It might be around, but it ain't going to be no damn currency.
The alliance of Sahel states is recovering their full sovereignty. It's unacceptable for our states to be France's cash cows. Such fiery rhetoric reveals the intense determination to sever monetary links with France. These leaders view the CFA as a symbol of ongoing slavery.
Okay, they're trying to break away from them and the US dollar, these guys are, and they are not running to BRICS. Come on, guys, there's another side to the story of this BRICS that no one wants to talk about.
Robbing their people of true independence decades after achieving
independence.
Yet these leaders move forward undeterred.
They want monetary sovereignty for their nations. They don't want to be controlled by the US dollar or BRICS.
Trenching a rift that could ultimately shatter the ECOWAS union if other members lose patience with the hardline boycotts. This open revolt has inspired ordinary Africans fed up with France's oversized role in their affairs. Recent protests in ECOWAS states like Senegal and Ivory Coast saw angry mobs burn French flags and businesses while demanding their nations also quit the CFA currency. If Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso successfully transition to their planned new era, other French ex-colonies may very well follow their trailblazing lead in asserting full monetary independence. France's economic influence would rapidly diminish across its former African empire. Beyond just the Francophone sphere, the Sahel Trio's defiance emboldens a broader Pan-African pushback against lingering outside dominance, be it French, American, Chinese, or any other foreign power.
What? Did they just say they don't want China or Russia or BRICS along with France and America? See, everyone gets stuck. Everyone gets stuck on the evil empire of America. Woo! Yeah. That's the narrative being sold, and the moronic point of view is to accept that. The intelligent point of view to be, what bullshit are they trying to sell me? Because you have to apply that line, what bullshit are they trying to sell me, to everything everybody says, and understand there's always a flip side, at least one other side to the story that they're telling you. So these African countries are, first off, South Africa has supposedly the GDP of all African countries included into their GDP because they run all of Africa according to BRICS. They control all of Africa. According to these countries, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, going to be more, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're not going to want South Africa to lead them into BRICS. And that's what I see come. Yeah, BRICS might still be around, but South Africa is not going to be leading anyone into BRICS, and their dominant control, slave-like control over all the countries of the African continent will be coming to an end, and that will change the GDP numbers, because apparently when your country goes to 50% power outages nationwide, 365, 24/7, your GDP's still good. Huh? What? Yeah, someone's fudging some numbers here, people. They're trying the same shit in America, brah. You guys need to wake up. That's why I'm doing these reports, to help show you that they're feeding you bullshit, not only about the dollar, but about BRICS and about Bitcoin and about everything. You need to do your own research and come up with analysis on your own after doing your own research. Whatever someone says, first thing I do is look to the other side of the coin to poke holes in what they're saying. And when you're looking at the other side of the coin, you go, holy crap, there's another side to the coin. Here it is. Let's go back to the other side of that coin.
Power. Their stubborn prioritization of sovereignty resonates with a rising generation yearning for true self-determination and
Sovereignty, not BRICS control of their economic system.
dignity. When Mali briefly launched its currency in 1962 before being ruthlessly quashed, it could never have imagined that over 60 years later, a revived bid to destroy the last financial chains tying the African continent to its former European colonizers would occur. But the revolutionary alliance between Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso embodies a profound renaissance of African self-determination that simply refuses to accept antiquated systems of outside economic control and exploitation any longer.
BRICS is outside economic control and exploitation, just like the dollar, in case you wondered.
By following through on ditching the CFA franc in favor of a new homegrown common Sahel currency, these
homegrown economic currency, devoid of America, Europe, and BRICS, and South Africa.
Sahel nations would etch their names in the history books as true vanguards of monetary liberation from neocolonialism. Their audacious pursuit is an inspirational call to arms for all Africans to finally cast off the shackles of the past and earn the full economic autonomy and sovereignty that is every people's birthright in
sovereignty, devoid of the dollar and BRICS. It's a movement coming to Africa soon.
The modern world. While a rocky transition fraught with risks surely lies ahead, the alliance of Sahel states appears unwavering in its conviction that severing all fiscal ties with France is a worthy sacrifice. Only then can their beloved homelands achieve true freedom, dignity, and self-respect as masters of their own destiny at last. We've come to the end of this video.
Masters of their own destiny. What country wants to master their own destiny? They all want to give their currency and sovereignty away to a digital currency controlled by someone else, like maybe BRICS or BTC or something like that. They freely want to enslave themselves to someone else. Hold on, wait, didn't this story just say, nah, I don't think so. They want their freedom, their sovereignty to make their own choices, devoid of everyone, devoid of you, devoid of me, devoid of him, devoid of them. They're going to do it on their own. The report says so. That's what they say. So put what you want on BRICS, put what you want on America being the big evil bastard of the world. But, these people Burkina Faso is getting a nuclear power plant built by Russia, and they're still saying screw off BRICS. Isn't Russia the R in BRICS? You would think they would push them into BRICS, seeing that they're going to be such a grand economic, free, sovereign empire of their own, devoid of BRICS, the dollar and euro. So why wouldn't Russia want them in if they're building them a power plant guaranteeing their sovereignty from BRICS, euro, and the dollar? It's a good thing I don't believe all the bullshit people tell me, huh? You guys have a nice night.